Greetings to you. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with Conversation with Self. Conversation with Self is a segment. When I do it, I normally do it on a Monday, and it's just a conversation I have with myself about whatever topic I'm going to talk to myself about. So, what are you going to talk about today, Michelle? I'm going to talk about some red flags in a toxic relationship, or red flags are warnings. They're warning signs and indicators that something may be wrong in an unhealthy relationship or interaction. And we're going to talk about some important ways to recognize what it is so you can protect yourself and your well-being, okay? From making uninformed decisions on when you're interacting with people, okay? And how to interact with people. Well, go ahead, Michelle. I'm going to give you some examples of some common red flags in a toxic relationship. Lack of communication. Communication is key in any healthy relationship. If there's a consistent lack of open and honest communication, that's a red flag. As soon as people start, I'm always waiting for somebody I'm waiting for red flags. So I can go on and give people the see you later, bud. Controlling behavior. This can include telling you what to do, monitoring your actions, or trying to isolate you from friends and family. You need to be careful for that, especially if you have a close relationship with your family and you get along with them. Be wary of anybody that wants to isolate you away from your family and your friends. Especially if they're good people and they're not toxic. Jealousy and possessiveness. Excessive jealousy and possessiveness can be a sign of insecurity or control issues. Michelle, what? Yeah. Oh, he loves me so much. Oh, he's possessive. Constant criticism, regularly putting you down, belittling you, or criticizing you is not a healthy way to communicate. Disrespect, any form of disrespect, whether it's in private or public, is a major red flag. I got to work on that. I can be a little edgy when I get fired up. Manipulation. If your partner tries to manipulate or guilt trip you into doing things you're uncomfortable with, this is that's a sign of being toxic. One-sided effort. If one person is doing all the work to maintain the relationship, it's not balanced. Physical or emotional abuse. Any form of abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or verbal, is a clear indication of a toxic relationship. Let's look at it for the way it is, right, Michelle? Yep, I sure am. You don't always, let me say this, Michelle, when you just meet people, you don't know who they are right off the bat. It takes a little time to see how they really are, because the true them will show, If you give them a chance to see, and then see. And if you see some toxic behaviors, like I'm naming, evaluate your exit. Isolation. If your partner has tried to isolate you from your friends, family, or support network, this is a dangerous sign. Gaslighting. This is when your partner manipulates you into doubting your own perception of reality. That's like you catch your partner with somebody, that's not you, socializing out and about, doing it like they know each other, and you see it, then you see exactly what you see. I would ask about it. If it's professional, that's something different if they're at work. But if you're not at work and you're with somebody else, that's something to think about, right? I would, Michelle, wouldn't you? Yeah, either that or I file it for when I need to bring it up, so I can let the other person know. I know what I saw you. I saw you. So now, what's your defense for that? Disregarding boundaries. Your boundaries should be respected. If they're consistently ignored or violated, that's a red flag, Michelle. Mood swings or explosive anger. Rapid and extreme mood swings or uncontrollable anger can be very harmful. That's a huge red flag. Blaming you for their problems. If your partner consistently shifts blame onto you for their own issues, this is a problem. I don't let people do me like that anymore. I'm not going to do it. If I don't have to interact with you, bye. If I see you not responsible, bye. You can't know how to manage your own life, and I'm looking, bye. I gotta go. I can't be around somebody that I can't. No. If you are balanced in your life and know how to navigate through your own life with a whole lot of madness, if you know how to do that, then I can't buy. Right, Michelle? Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, you like that. You are. You don't mess around once you find out somebody ain't on the right side of things. You go head on. Lack of empathy. Empathy and understanding are crucial in healthy relationships. Financial control. Trying to control your finances or using money as a form of manipulation is a red flag. That's why I have my own stuff. I can do what I want. I got to worry about it then. If I can't, simple as that. If I can't meet somebody that's on the same, thinking the same direction I'm thinking about, we trying to make it. Let's try, we trying to pull each other up. If I can't find somebody like that, later, dude. Later. I ain't got time. I don't have time. Do you, Michelle? No, you don't. You don't play like that. I can do bad by myself. I don't need help. Right, Michelle. Girl, you need to go on and finish, please. Drug or alcohol abuse. Substance abuse problems can significantly impact a relationship and create a toxic environment. Now, we're all grown, okay? We're talking about overdoing stuff. Everybody kicks it sometimes, okay? I'm talking about when you just over the top with it and you just dysfunctional and you don't have any boundaries and you don't know when to stop. That's something else. I'm not getting off into all of that. I'm just saying though. All of us, we got to know when to stop. We're grown. Consistent drama or chaos. And I'm really looking for that. I'm watching to see how much drama somebody has surrounding them. Because I don't want to be involved with a whole bunch of... Because I'm not walking into your life like that with myself. Personally, in my environment. Do I have situations that I'm dealing with outside of where I live personally? Yes, I have situations. But that's something else. But in my personal environment, I don't have all that back and forth, in and out, blah, blah, confusion and all. I don't live like that. And I'm not. I choose that. So, for me, right, Michelle, you looking for somebody that's calm, balanced, knows what they want, and they follow through. Good example. Strong. Threats or ultimatums. Using threats or ultimatums to control the relationship is never acceptable. Feeling drained or exhausted. If the relationship consistently leaves you feeling drained, exhausted, or emotionally depleted, it's a sign that something is wrong. I get people out of my life. If you're affecting my mental health negatively, then you gotta go. I gotta take care of myself. I refuse to have people in my life that are going to be toxic. Remember, it's important to trust your instincts. If you notice any of these red flags, it's essential to, to seek support and consider whether the relationship is truly healthy for you.